Well, welcome back to episode 32 of Fourth and Three Dudes. I'm Chris Nama coming to you from here in Peachtree Corners as we await the nor'easter. Gentlemen, go ahead, and lady, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I am Ainsley Burnett. I'm his daughter.
And I just happen to be Chris Brent, her dad. We're coming live from St. Mary's, Georgia.
Nice.
And I'm Cord, and apparently I'm everybody's whipping boy.
It does seem that way, especially in the locks this year. But anyway, oh yeah, hey Cord, good to see you down there. Well, hey, what y'all drinking? I'm going ahead just with the Beam and what is it, Dr. Publix. Hey man, just go ahead and
Dr. Publix. Sponsor?
Oh,
Sugar free. Oh
Did you
yeah.
have a coupon?
$1.25 for a 2-liter bottle. You don't even need a coupon.
Oh, that's better
Goes
than
down.
Jenny Cream Ale.
Goes down smooth.
Cost effective.
Yeah.
Mhm. Why not? How about y'all?
Good.
all right. Interesting mix. It's a very deceiving color. It's a vodka with coconut lime sparkling water.
Burnett's Vodka.
Burnett's vodka.
Oh,
Still not a sponsor.
No.
still not a sponsor. We're trying. We're working back channels.
Classic Makers and Ginger Ale.
Maker's Neat.
It's neat.
No ice.
Nice. That's
Members
That's
Mark.
not Makers.
not Makers.
Members
Oh.
Mark.
That's Sam's.
Well, yeah, it's not Maker's Mark. It's Members Mark. It's like, I think it's their off-brand.
Oh, so it's almost like Dr. Publix. The
It's
Dr.
on the-
Publix
it's
of
on the-
bourbon.
It's on the wall of value shelf when you go in the store.
There you go. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you like the taste of it, that's all that matters.
All matters.
All right. Well, thankfully, we don't have to talk about an Oregon State game from last week.
Oh, thank goodness.
we'll get into a preview of their game coming up, but Georgia did survive and came out of the game with I don't know of any injuries. Did we have any injuries in that game? But
Yeah.
nothing that was major. So took down Charlotte 35-3. I think they only got their field goal when we had the one interception that gave Charlotte a good field position. But I mean, it was a solid game. We showcased our running backs. Everybody did well. But I mean, any big takeaways from it, Ainsley?
I didn't catch much of that game, not to be honest with you. However, one thing I'll touch on is like it's very good to see our defense performing consistently now. That it kind of got ignited with the Mississippi State game and has transferred over to Texas and to now. So it was good to see that. It kind of brings back all the feels of how it used to be when we had all of our 4 or 5-star guys. So I was proud of that for sure.
Yeah, especially the way we played defensively early in the season, where it took until the third, fourth quarter, or whatever to kind of get that engine started. So it was good to see all 3 quarterbacks. I think the main headline really is Bo Walker. What did he get? 3 touchdowns. So
Patrick.
he looked good. Granted, Charlotte, we said last week, not a very good tackle football team, but all in all, is a good win. They were most important stat lines, no injuries.
Yeah, definitely. No, I mean, Bo Walker got his 3 touchdowns and Frazier got his 2. So, it was a nice day on the ground for them. But yeah, getting Puglisi and Montgomery both in there with some time. It's always good getting extra reps for people. But I agree, the defense has done so much better. And that Mississippi State game did seem to be the turning point for that. So got to keep that going. Got to keep it going. And again, like Kirby said, it's like been a plane taking off this season, just going and it's start rising. Just keep that plane, keep that nose up, keep getting higher.
Nose up.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I know you were on the road last week, Cord, so you didn't really have a chance to watch much of that game either, did you?
No, but it's always good to get the scrubs in playing time, especially the ones that are going to be playing next year and the year after. And then seniors, the ones that maybe haven't started or played much this year. I think Cash Jones started the game for them.
Yeah.
But then, what you guys are saying, and it might be better than having a bye. As long as no one gets hurt and all your starters are healthy, and it's a win. Win-win. Or as long as no one gets arrested.
Hey, man, you had to go there, didn't you?
All right, we'll cut that out.
No, man. Hey, well, it's fine. Go ahead. We could talk about that. That was one of the most interesting parts about that was the fact that it was actually his mama that was pulled over first.
It's like the whole family.
She was pulled over first for running at a stop sign or two. And then old boy decided to go speeding past at 100 miles an hour on a 25-mile-an-hour road. And they said, hey, let's go after him. Oh, goodness gracious. And then she decided to run interference after that. And so they both got arrested. Oh, my goodness.
You lose her scholarship, too?
Yeah, pretty much. I think it was a package deal there, buddy. But,
side note, is Gunner, is he going for the draft next year?
I don't. Well, it's early. It's early, but he likes being at Georgia.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
trucks making TV headlines. It's not blowing through Commerce 120 miles an hour. 150.
Yeah.
I don't know if his truck will go that fast.
It won't. He was crossing his fingers that it wasn't going to stall out and it was going to start when he did his interview with Marty from the Marty and McGee show. That was a great interview. That was
funny. You could see the look on his face and like, oh, okay, there we go. It was about almost a stalling out, but yeah.
Yeah, the fact that when he was asking if anybody else on the team could have driven the car or driven his truck. Yeah. With the four on the floor, he's like, "Yeah, pretty sure they can't."
No way.
But all right. Well, yes, we made it through. Everybody's healthy, and hopefully, we got a couple people that'll be continue to get healthy, be ready for the game this weekend. But there were some other big games last week. One of the more interesting side notes we talked about earlier on was that Notre Dame game. I mean, they destroyed Syracuse 70-7, but the part of the where they had Notre Dame had 21 points before they even touched the ball on offense. That's hard to believe.
Talk about giving it away.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often.
No.
I think Syracuse is a slow starting team.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh my goodness.
Makes you say
I think they got Oregon State's special teams coach.
Yeah, it does appear that way. So, other big games of the weekend.
Tech.
Yep. Unfortunately for Tech, man. They had everything.
If they had won that game, would they have been in the ACC championship?
Yes.
Yeah, they could have locked it in.
Yeah,
oh my God.
They won. They controlled the destiny going into that game.
They did. They were down.
That's why it was such a great lock.
Oh.
And they almost made the comeback, but it was once that clock kept ticking, the odds kept getting slimmer and slimmer.
I mean, they did. They were down, and they got it. It was 28-0, right? It's 28-0. They had the ball 14-28. And we're about to go in and score again, and then he threw that pick six for a 100-yard pick six.
Yep.
It's like, oh my goodness.
What a gut
game
punch.
Over.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. But here so we can even include the graphic of Cord jinxing them. But we'll add that in here.
There's a graphic?
Yeah, man.
Is this your AI stuff you've been goofing with again?
Oh man, that wasn't AI. That's just a picture of you.
So fake.
And then Bernie thought they were coming back, and you jinxed them again.
Yep.
You gave them the double whammy. So, but
I like to do things completely.
Yes.
In the SEC, the best game of last weekend was the Missouri-Oklahoma game, and it was at noon. So it was kind of a fast starting day in the SEC, and it's kind of fizzled out from there because Tennessee handled business down in the swamp. So
for the first time in
forever,
yeah,
since 2003. Yeah, I think it was Clausen was the last one to win a game in the Swamp.
Oh, that's a throwback. Man, we're old.
Yeah, I mean, but I couldn't believe it was that long.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it was that long ago. But
yeah. Tennessee, Florida, the only other SEC game?
No,
Kentucky, Vanderbilt. I mean, Vanderbilt blew doors on Kentucky. Arkansas played against Texas.
How old is Ms. Pavia?
Do we need to talk to your wife?
Does not get her boots where I get my boots. That's for sure.
Hey, she's getting from the Pavia NIL fund. But
attaboy.
Yeah, I mean that Missouri Oklahoma game. I mean, holy smokes, Oklahoma sucks on offense. I mean,
yeah,
they are horrible. I mean, they got their points. Was one of them on a pick six too, or something? They were short fields. Yeah, short fields, and then Missouri. I mean, Prbula. I still can't believe he was actually playing quarterback. I mean, 2 weeks after his ankle was turned the opposite way. Yeah. I mean, the fact that there was no breaks, nothing torn, whatever. I mean, he played, and then he had Coleman for that touchdown in the end zone. And that's one of the few passes that Coleman dropped. But anyway,
he didn't have a brace on it at all. No brace.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, whew. Anyway,
more happy pills.
They just couldn't. They couldn't run against Oklahoma like they've been over other opponents. So. Oklahoma got the W.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing with Oklahoma too. I mean they pretty much have. I mean they play. Who do they play this weekend? I mean they're pretty much locked into the play. They play LSU. That's right. LSU.
And they're ranked 8th with that offense.
Well, that defense is that good, but I mean, luckily they're playing against LSU, who could only muster 13 points against Western Kentucky.
Yeah,
to get a 13-10 victory this past weekend.
Boy, what a great program that is!
That's going to be. I mean that. Yeah, with the red blob is their mascot. Red grimace, but yeah, I mean that's the thing that is where I think Oklahoma's going to run into the trouble in the playoffs because they can't generate anything offensively. It seems. Oh, Court.
Password already entered for me.
What was that?
With camera.
Russ, I hope this works.
Start.
Hey, where'd he go?
Hey! Where were we?
Where were we? Oh my goodness, I don't know. It'll be interesting trying to find the cut point for that.
Hey, how about that Tennessee Florida game?
That's exactly what we were.
Okay, so what did you think about that game, Cord?
I didn't see it.
No,
That's why I'm asking you.
Gotcha. I didn't watch much of that one either.
I'm happy that Florida just laid down and died.
Yeah,
and that's about what happened, and that pretty much sums that game up.
Yeah.
Did all the fans leave at halftime like normal?
I was flipping back and forth, but I'm sure they're kind of done. They're ready for basketball.
Yeah, they're a basketball school now.
Yeah,
but yep, and then everybody's just waiting for Lane Kiffin this weekend too. So, but we can get into that. All right. Well, since we're pretty much exhausted, we're exhausted. Period. But let's go ahead and go over the locks of the week from last week, there, Bernie.
Okay, so I followed a 6-6-1 because Georgia Tech was looking ahead to Georgia and lost. While we're there, Cord falls even further to 3-9-1 because he also picked Georgia Tech. Nama had the only win. He took Tennessee -4, and they covered easily. So he is now 5-7-1.
Nipping at your heels, buddy.
Our guests are still 1-3. Ironically, the one win, Chris Miranda, Georgia Tech alum.
Yep.
Nerds.
Yep. All right. Well, I guess the other news of the week, we already talked about the arrest for Georgia, but the bowl or the playoff series or rankings came out again, and the thing that changed in that was Oregon and Ole Miss flip-flopping positions. So we still gotta wait and see what's going to happen with this week and see if they have the craziness of the last week of last season again. So too many scenarios to go over, but SEC is a little more cut and dry. Again, if Alabama and Texas A&M can win, they're in. Either one of them lose, Georgia gets in. I think both of them have to lose, and then it'll be Ole Miss and Georgia in the SEC championship.
Oh, wouldn't that be something?
That would be muy interesante. But
Maybe
ACC,
play all 4 quarters this game.
maybe. And then ACC, I know we talked about how convoluted that one is, but I mean, it's SMU and Virginia control their destiny now. So if they win, they're in. If not, a whole bunch of craziness could ensue.
There's the conference's only hope. I mean, I think Virginia has to win. Maybe SMU. I think Virginia's ranked higher, but if they're going to get a team from the Sham Conference into the playoffs, then
who was the team from the Sham Conference in the bracket last week? Miami?
Miami's in there, but I mean, if they don't win, they're sitting at 11, and they're going to get bumped out. They're going to get bumped out by the other group of 5, and then whoever the ACC champion is, for sure. So, I mean, unless
I think the story there is there are other teams and supposed lesser conferences that are rising to the occasion, while the ACC is kind of sinking.
Yeah, because I mean, you've got Tulane in there, and are they the ones who are slated in as the 12th right now?
Or is it James Madison?
I think Tulane was the one in the last one, I believe. But
Tulane's 24th.
Yeah, so I mean, they would be
the highest ranked, and the highest ranked ACC team is Miami at 12. So they wouldn't make it in,
right,
in that scenario. Virginia at 9-2 is ranked 18th, and where SMU is 21st. So it's looking more and more like they won't get a team in, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Enough about them.
Move on.
Yeah. But speaking of ACC, we play Georgia Tech.
We do.
Yes.
We do indeed.
They would be in Atlanta 2 weeks in a row if they hadn't shat the bed. So
they're going to be pissed off or just going to lay down and die.
Yeah. So
it could go either way.
What do you think, Ainsley? How do you feel about this game?
I think it could go either way. I think the point spread right now is being favored to 14 is, I think that's still a little high. I think it could be a 3-point game going our way. I think it also could be a 14-point game. It depends. I don't think it necessarily bodes well for us right now that they're coming off of a loss, because they've got nothing to lose. Their playoff hopes are gone. So those are the most dangerous teams, no matter who they are. So with them having nothing to lose, they're going to come out and pull out all the stops, like probably what they did last year, and might give us a run for our money. But I think, as I said before, it could really we could win by 2 touchdowns or more. It depends. I think it really depends on how we start the game.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we win by more than 2 touchdowns. If I really, really had to make a pick or say one way or the other, I just feel like their best shot was last year, and they put everything into it. And I think we will be better prepared for that quarterback this year. And it's in the Benz, and we're used to being there. And we're used to being there this time of year, I should say. And they're not. And it's a little bit different. So, but most importantly, the way I feel that way is because of some things we mentioned before. Their defense isn't very good. It's not the same defense they had last year, even. So our offense is clicking all cylinders, and I expect that not to change. So if they don't come out and do what Angie just said and have their offense ready put up some points to hang in there with us, then this could get out of hand, or we could just kind of put it in cruise control.
Yeah,
is what I hope to see. So they're a program that puts in time each week to play us, and I think that hurt them last week. I mean, we can gloss over that, but we'll see if that strategy comes to fruition on Friday afternoon.
What you think, Cord?
I think Georgia's got their offense rolling in the first half, as opposed to what they did in the first half of the season. And Georgia Tech's defense is garbage. 28 points in almost the first quarter against the last team. Hensel from Pitt was picking them apart, their secondary, and then my goodness, their running back Turner. What did he get? 220 yards or something like that against their defense. Oh my God, it's going to be like playing Charlotte 49ers again.
I don't know that it's going to be that bad, but I mean, I agree. It's one of those things that, I mean, they've given up 500 yards of offense the past 3 weeks to the likes of NC State, Boston College, and then Pitt. So again, yeah, I mean, yeah, their offense, yeah,
can't keep up with the hemorrhaging.
Yeah.
That is the unfortunate thing. So,
like Cord's news.
Yeah, we all talked about it at the beginning of the season. I mean, I still think that Haynes King is one of the most dangerous players will be playing against over the course of the whole year. And it's just, if he's going to be able to find a way like he did last year to will the whole team behind him to keep the offense scoring every time. I mean, I'm very thankful our defense, I believe they're better than they were last year. They've been improving since the beginning of the season, and hopefully we can keep that going. I'm just hopeful CJ Allen is coming back. I mean, Rayland and everybody else have been doing really well without CJ being in there, but CJ Allen in there with the likes of Haynes King is a pretty big thing. So, but from everything Kirby's been saying, I don't know that he's going to be ready for this weekend. So
yeah, I'm not counting on him. And you made the point about Haynes King, and their offense is on that side of the ball. They are a better offense. They're passing the ball better this time.
Yeah.
This season, this late in the season than they were when they came to Sanford last year. So that would be something to watch for.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we put good pressure on them early, if we just set the tone, hit them in the mouth, just really set the tone early, we could get on cruise control very, very early, like Court said.
Your mouth, God's ears.
Yes, let's say definitely hope so. But I mean, he has held up. He's held up better this year than I think a lot of us. I mean, he is still playing with the same reckless abandon, but he's managed to avoid the injuries that he seemed to be having the very beginning of this year and then most of last year. So
because we had seen, at least I had seen, their backup quarterback's more of a passer. I forget his name.
Yeah, Pylon.
We had seen him more in the game because King needed some time off and was injured, or they just needed a pass. There was one game, I can't remember which one, but last year they needed a passing game, and this kid had a better arm. I think we saw him in the Georgia game too. At certain times. So
because I mean, he couldn't lift his arm to do anything more than hand the ball off. He couldn't throw the ball to save his life when he played against us. So every time they needed to pass toward the end of that game, they brought in Pyron. So, hopefully it will turn out that way. So speaking of games that could turn out a different way or whatever, I mean, is Oregon State going to be able to repeat what they did against Wazoo earlier in the year there, Trammell?
No.
Nope.
Unless they prove otherwise.
But I mean, they were able to rise up against them.
I think that's what he's asking you.
13.5 point underdogs at Wazoo. And from what they did against Sam Houston and Tulsa, I'd be happy if the bus shows up. That's a win.
That's a win.
That's momentum.
Yeah. So
They play on the
I don't know
CW.
what's going on there.
What time is that game? And what day of the week is it on?
6:30.
Saturday at 3:30 on the CW.
Okay.
6:30 Eastern time.
Wait, what? It says 6:30.
I've got it at 6:30.
Oh, it's 3:30 local.
Yeah, 3:30 West Coast time.
Oh, okay. Well, so if luckily I'm not going to tune in at 3:30 to try to watch it then.
Rude.
No, at 3:30. If I try to watch it at 3:30,
You got
like
5
you told me.
TVs now. I mean, you could put one on a little one.
I know. Hey, man,
On the
come
little
on
black
over.
There's a little black and white in the corner.
Portable.
Come on over, brother. We can do it.
Let's leave the key under the mat.
Gotcha. All right, so yeah, but say the slate on Friday is probably the better, some of the better games of the weekend. So
All three time spots.
Yeah, the Egg Bowl kicks off the day at noon with Ole Miss. Where is that game? Is it in Starkville or is it in
Starkville,
okay.
Cowbell City,
Stark Vegas? So
all the bells.
What's the line on that one?
It is 7 points. I mean, it's a rivalry game. Mississippi State's 1-6 in the SEC, so no one's talked about Mississippi State in this game. They're only talking about Lane Kiffin and his issues. So, I mean, that could make their season if they could knock off Ole Miss, catch them flat-footed. Kind of like what they did at Wazoo at Oxford. So, I don't know. We'll see. It's a rivalry game. They don't have anything to lose, so hopefully Ole Miss is prepared.
Yeah,
I think on paper, Ole Miss could win easily, but
yeah,
definitely.
Then of course Georgia Tech's the 3:30 game. Then the night game is Texas A&M at Texas. So that's the first time they have played each other in quite a while. Actually, I believe.
Yeah.
So
why is Texas ranked so high?
Anyone? They started at 1.
Yeah, they started at 1, but again, they're the only team that has started at number 1, dropped all the way out of the top 25, and made it back into the top 10 in the same season, which is crazy. But
that is crazy if you think about it like that.
Yeah,
that's a big old U-turn.
Yeah, so
polls lost to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
They had to beat Kentucky and Mississippi State in overtime. Almost lost to Vandy. And they got crushed by Georgia, and they're ranked what?
They're 16. So I mean, the three losses against Florida's their bad loss, so they lost to Ohio State and Georgia. Members mark. So yeah, their losses being to Ohio State and Georgia, and then the Florida one thrown in. I mean, that's the reason they're still up there. I mean, it's just the wins that. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, that's why Notre Dame's still so high. Their only 2 losses were against good teams, as they're not paying attention to who they actually beat. So
Texas almost the most expensive game this week. $337 a ticket right now.
Yep.
Yikes.
Because they haven't played each other in over 10 years, right?
Yeah.
It's all that oil money.
Yeah, oil money.
And so
is that why? Is that so?
Landman.
Because they could be like the in-state rivalry, but is that why?
Well, once A&M came to
SEC,
then they kind of
fizzled
out.
I see. They broke up.
Yeah, they broke up for a bit.
They did. So, all right. Well, do you want to go ahead and then get into our locks of the week for this week?
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
Let's throw a dart.
Who you get them jinx this time, Court?
I'm not jinxing anyone. I'm gonna break the curse.
You're gonna break the curse, huh?
I'm going with Georgia.
Oh,
14 points over Tech. The way Tech's defense, the Ramblin' Wreck can't even get started. They're in reverse.
Reverse.
No way. It's a lock.
This is like the old Corso hex.
I gotta break my curse. This is an easy one.
You're putting it's like you're putting the Georgia headgear on, and everybody in the stands is screaming, "No, don't do it."
Not you.
Oh, for the love, anybody but you. Stanford Steve, pick Georgia, please. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Well, yeah, there's that.
There is that.
I didn't even look at that one.
Last game of the regular season, I'm going to break it.
Oh my God, I certainly hope so.
Well, I admit I am very tempted to take Georgia, but
Great.
Georgia
You
needs
two together is like a freaking definite curse.
Georgia needs Auburn to win to get to the Atlanta. As much as I love to see that because I want to win the SEC, I like Alabama -6. So
Iron Bowl.
I'll go with Alabama at night in Auburn in the Iron Bowl.
That's the most expensive game.
You just said Texas A&M was.
No, I said they were the second most
almost.
expensive.
Oh, okay.
That's 362 get in.
367 a ticket, which in Alabama money is like $1,000.
So second cousin money is greater than oil money. Okay, good to know.
Wait, what cousin?
Second cousin.
Oh,
Was that Peloton Kate?
Steve
Is
Cord.
she from Alabama?
No.
We had skated right by that, but we're gonna have to circle back to it. Or
all right, we'll delete that part out, and she won't see it.
Make sure you, cousin Kate, make sure you wait till the very end of the video. But anyway,
and then senior grievances.
All right,
Ainsley, who you got?
See you guys next time.
No, we're not over yet, brother.
No. Oh.
There's so many games that I feel like I could go back and forth on. A&M and Texas being one of them. I've gone back and forth with UVA, Virginia Tech. I don't know. It's I feel like it's a toss up because of all these rivalries happen and anything can happen this type of week. But
ECU and Florida Atlantic's not a rivalry. -7. It's a lot.
I won't delay it any longer. So
OSU, Michigan.
I think I'm gonna go with Mizzou.
Oh,
let's go.
I'll redeem myself because I think last time I came on, I think I might have picked Mizzou last time I came on.
Oh, yeah.
I think I have to redeem myself.
Yeah, I mean they should. Hopefully against Arkansas, they're gonna
that could be a close game either way because Arkansas has been playing pretty close with everybody in the SEC within 7 points. But I think Mizzou's rushing attack could help them out a lot.
All right, Nama.
Hardy and Roberts are going to carry him through. So I am going to believe that the curse continues with Michigan beating Ohio State, or at least covering the however many points it is. So I mean, again, Ohio State hadn't played against. I mean, they beat Texas by 7 points. Come on. I mean, if they play, and Michigan's actually been playing pretty well recently. What do you got the point spread at, Bernie?
I don't have it down. So
I got it. It is.
It's 9.5 on ESPN, so that means it's probably 12 on BetUS or something.
Where is it?
Yeah,
it's at Michigan, right? The game 10 points. 10 points.
There we go.
Michigan.
I'll take those 10 points, baby. I'll take those 10 points.
At the big house. I'm good with that.
Connor Stallions is back in the good graces of Shamar. But sorry, that may not be real. But anyway, yeah, I will take. I'm going to take Michigan.
Probably going to lose $1 million.
Yep. So
what's the spread on Lane Kiffin leaving?
Woo.
So yeah, I mean, I guess now that we've got our picks in, we can talk about that. So go ahead, Cord. What do you think?
Last weekend we were doing hot yoga together. No, actually we weren't. But I mean. Boy, he sure is playing this out, isn't he? Wait, what? The hot yoga picture? Oh, gross. I hope I got my baggy spandex on. That'll be gross.
It's all the agents. I mean, Lane Kiffin's agent has all the cards, and so I don't think we know. I think we can guess. I still say he stays, but I think you can make an argument that they may be lured into grass is greener. And I don't think it is, not in today's landscape. I mean, not even 10 years ago, I think it was a no-brainer, and I think he'd go to LSU, if not Florida. But it's a different. They showed last year they'll spend money in NIL. So why would you risk it?
Yeah,
is my frame of thought. But I mean, you get agents involved and athletic directors involved, and things. Egos can get involved, and it can go sideways. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, but everything he's said in the last year with his little ESPN special, stuff like that, and
watch it while you can, folks. Watch it while you can. It may get pulled.
Yeah, his pathway to Oxford and his daughter making the PowerPoint slide that kept him from going to Auburn when he kind of did the same thing, and what he's built there. I mean, gosh, LSU's 3-4 and Florida's 2-6. I mean, those aren't the powerhouses that I guess the fans think they are. I think both sets of fans for both those teams, their fan base expectations are unrealistic. Thinking then very little patience. Why would you want to go to a program where those coaches won't be able to sleep at night because of the fan base if you're not going to win a national championship?
Not just the fan base. I mean, I think LSU historically is a better program of the three. And like I said, 5-10 years ago, this would be a no-brainer for him. But the way that played out with Brian Kelly, they made the right decision to separate themselves, in my opinion. But the way that played out with the governor 2 blocks away at the state capitol, I mean, that's just you have to be. It takes a lot of.
You have to get a big pay raise to go there to do that. I mean,
exactly, and deal with all the politics involved. So
Lane's the president at Oxford.
So right now, I don't think Florida is the program that LSU is or was, but if he's going to leave Oxford, I wouldn't go to LSU. I think they're the better program, but that's just messy. So
Yeah.
I think he stays in Oxford and avoids the headaches of having to deal with crazy Florida fans and crazy politics in Baton Rouge.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, it is. It's just I think he's been able to use this to get Ole Miss to match whatever everybody else is going to match. So as long as their boosters are willing to pony up to do it, I think he'll stay. But yeah, it's just great. I mean,
the people who win are Lane's kids. Good for them. Greater inheritance.
They do. But
didn't he actually say that he was there at Ole Miss to build a program? Didn't he say that in an interview when people were like trying to passively ask him if he was thinking about leaving? And he said it would be like a disrespectful to even bring that up with the big win that they had against Florida, right?
Yeah.
So
because they asked him because they played Florida, so he just beaten them. And that was the right thing to say. You're right.
Absolutely.
That's a good point.
Defend your players.
Yeah.
Or else you ain't got no players.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but anyway,
what was I going to say?
That doesn't even bring up all the awkwardness that would happen with them making the playoffs and him not being the coach.
Yeah.
I mean, you talk about
how would you live that down?
You talk about a fan base that would turn on him in a second. I mean, he'd have to go out there in the dead of night.
I don't know if the Ole Miss fan base would do that. I think the rest of the country, the college football fans would kind of paint him if that happened like that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Well, I mean, that's the flip side of it, though. Now is, I mean, there's in that program. I think if he does decide to go, he's got to go immediately. So I mean, I don't think he can stay and coach him through the playoffs because that level program they got to do so much more. You got the North Texas coach who's going to be moving into which one is he going to?
Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State. Yeah, he's moving into the Oklahoma State position, but he's going to coach North Texas through the end of the season. So, but I mean, that's a different level program. So, I mean, if you're
why would you bail out on a college football playoff bound team if they win the Egg Bowl?
Yeah,
just to go to a team that's mediocre right now to try to build that one again.
Yeah. But
yeah,
if you do it, you got to do it now. Just because again, it's not.
Man, sure is playing the game.
It's not a Lane Kiffin problem; it's a calendar problem. So I mean,
that's what he's doing is he's trying to expose the system.
Yeah.
Try to get that changed, or he's playing, 4-dimensional chess and holding Florida and LSU at bay so they can't hire a coach and won't do well in the portal and recruiting and stuff like that. And
that's a good
and him and Alabama and Georgia can have their pick of teams against Mizzou, Auburn, Arkansas, Penn State, LSU, Florida, and Oregon State.
Mm-hmm.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know.
But I mean, to put a pin in this, I think the biggest takeaway I have as a college football fan, remembering when he, got fired by the Raiders, he came to Tennessee, he got sideways in Southern Cal, he got sober as a Saban assistant, kind of turned his life around slowly, and revived himself as a head coach down in Florida International.
Yeah.
FAU.
Yeah, Florida Atlantic. So it's a tribute to him as a person. I see him in a much different light nowadays as more of a family guy and thinking of his kids first, which he didn't do earlier because he's the coach's kid. So he was just doing what he learned as a kid growing up under Monty Kiffin. So it kind of is the way I'm thinking of it. But, good for him to have this decision in front of him. He can make the decision hopefully with his family first, and we'll just see how it plays out. There's a lot of variables even a week out from the deadline.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yep.
Maybe they should have a extension signing on the 50-yard line or something like that. You can have all the hats on the table.
Bring your ink.
You can hope.
Bring the hats.
All right. Well, I think that should pretty much wrap us up then for this episode, especially with all the technical difficulties we had earlier in the middle of the show.
That episode's like 3 hours long to tape. Jeez.
But anyway. All right. Well, thanks to all of y'all that have stayed around this long. Thanks for Ainsley for joining us again. Hopefully get the guest pickers numbers up. And again, good luck to the Dogs and the Beavers this weekend as they face off against against rivals, or I guess their only conference rival for the Beavers.
Pac-12 championship. Ever hear of it?
Pac-12 championship. All right. Until next time, go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Go Beavs. I bet on ECU. That was a lock.
Cousin Kate's not going to be happy.
Don't tell Peloton Kate about that.
We got to tell her. It's got to come up.
He dropped that in the pregame. Okay.
This is being recorded. It might go into the outtakes at the end if we don't bring it up.
Probably ride that thing over here and just throw rocks at me.
Nope.
Well, we all stayed connected. I don't know. They could see you still.
Yeah, all of a sudden you disappeared, and it was just me and these two clowns.
But then, unfortunately,
I started carrying on the show. I didn't know you were still on it.
That was the best part.
That's what Bernie and Ainsley were saying. I thought he just kept going. He just started writing and kept going and whatever.
Whoa.
All right, back to the show.